The remnant of nomads
I think we're live.
feel lost in
I
a
don't think
world
it played the
they
intro.
don't recognize, controlled by evil forces who seek to enslave them. They have trained and prepared for this very moment.
What's going on? What's going on? I think I got a little bit of delay and glitching. Live life in the house. Sassy. Clint Eastwood. After some research, narrowed down my ham radio choices to the Redivis 89. Good choice. And the Baofeng UV9R Pro for starting. Any of them are going to be good, bro. Redivis, great choice. The Redivis 89, fantastic choice. I am rocking with the Max Talker waterproof. It's got a lot of little capabilities on this that I like. Pretty simple to use. The menu is a little more challenging than the Baofeng. I actually still kind of just like my Baofeng, dude. It's like the easiest thing I've ever used was the Baofeng. The Redivis is awesome as well. You can't go wrong with that. What's going on? What's going on? So, all right, we're back. All right. Let's see if we can move this so I can actually look into the camera. Rawr. Okay. Boom, shakalaka. I don't like that previous angle we had there. Let's see if we can get a little background music. So, welcome to the Nomad Remnant. You probably could hear a couple dogs in the background because, yes, we have 8 Belgian Malinois puppies that are 6 weeks old. 4 of them are going home. Oops, better not be hitting queuing up channels. Let me turn that off. So, yeah, crazy day, man. Started out, I had a buddy of mine who asked me to go over to the range with him this morning, and he ended up, I guess, realizing my situation. He paid for me before I even got there. Freaking Ace, go follow him on Instagram. I believe he's got a YouTube channel as well, 509 Ace. Probably one day I'm going to have him on here. Really blessed that I got to meet him as a friend. We're the exact same age. He's actually joining the Army and going off to basic in like September, and he's 37 years old. So shout out to my brother 509 Ace. Super awesome, dude. I got my physical exam booked for the police department for next month. I forget which date. I have it saved. So I got to get my running going, and I'm not worried about push-ups and sit-ups and all that stuff. Pretty good at that. But yeah, we're just trying to march forward with all the things going on in the world. Yes, so I don't know if Tim Harper, I don't think Tim Harper is going to be joining tonight. But we are going to be doing a live stream in person, me and Tim together. As you can see in the thumbnail, me and Tim were together today, and absolutely awesome dude. Love that I met him through YouTube. If you don't know his YouTube channels, it's 2A Timothy Harper, where he does a lot of his 2A auditing. So you may have seen his videos walking through the parks with ARs, open carrying. And he also has another YouTube channel, Tim W5 Ta, which is his call sign on ham. But yeah, tell you a little bit about the day. So Tim has gotten me pretty hooked up with the repeaters in my area. And obviously I don't have a call sign yet. So I was on my way to go pick him up because we went over to a ham radio store today. And am I 5x5, guys? Because it looks like ham radio outlet. Awesome. Yeah. We were there today, me and Tim. Hello, JoJo 8.6. What's happening? You rocking that 8.6 blackout? Hustle Bones. What's happening? So yeah, we were at Ham Radio Outlet. Picked up their little book. You can order online from Ham Radio Outlet. There are way more to ham radio than just handheld devices, right? Like, way more. But I have to say, I was able to use this talking on a repeater to Tim Harper over 20 miles away. First time I've ever done that. Some of you guys might be hams. If you have a ham license, drop a 1 in the chat. Because it would be good to know who's got a ham license. And I don't think my audio in my ears is working because I hear. There we go. That should be working now. I think so. Let me know. Am I 5x5? 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 I scored 22 out of 35 on my Technics license. Miss 4-question pool is 412. So I did okay, I guess. Nice. So how many do you have to get right out of 36? 5x5. Awesome. I don't know why it's not playing my background music. Can you guys hear background music? Because it says that it's playing. I just can't hear it, and I don't know how loud it is. So let me see if I can play my own stream from YouTube. Maybe I can get an idea here. All right. Nice. So there is some music. Okay, cool. So we're good. I can't hear it, but it's playing in the background, so it sounds good. So yeah, Tim Harper actually bought me this book today because this has the entire study for the exam in it. There's like 300 plus questions, but I guess the test is like 37 questions. Sweet. Appreciate the guys with the 5x5. Fat Rooster, what's going on? So, all right, the story today, dude. Last night we were going over some channels and some repeaters in my area. Tim's like, yo, write this channel down, write that channel down. You can program them later, but like these are some of the best repeaters local to you. I found out my state has a statewide network. So we have like 38 repeaters just based on this one channel. That you can use statewide, so we can really reach each other anyway, which is super cool. And we were using a different channel, a different repeater, and I'm hopping on the highway. I'm like, let me see if I can key up and reach him. I mean, even though I was able to reach him from my house last night, hopped on the highway. I was just like, hey. W5 top. I'm en route. I just wanted to let you know. He's like, all right, sounds good. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I'll see you in about 25 minutes. 10-4 over now. And the guy comes on. He's like, you can't be using 10 codes. Where's his call sign? Like the guy was pissed, right? And I'm a super rookie. So like, A, I probably should be on there. B, I didn't know I can't use 10 codes. So, and 10-4 is just something I say all the time. As like, got it. It's just, it sounds better than being like, I got it. Sounds good. I don't know. It's easy to say. 10-4. And I wasn't in the military or anything. It's just something that I say all the time because it's super easy. I text it to people if someone's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I got it, 10-4. Or I'll just say 10-4 because it's that easy instead of saying I got it or anything. Yeah, actually, you can't use 10 codes. Exactly. Yeah, so I learned a lot of lessons on that conversation. I kind of just faded out. The dude was pissed. Tim covered for me, and like Tim's a smooth, gentle guy when he needs to be. And he did great. You're allowed 9 wrong out of 35, so you have to score 26 right. Okay, cool, JoJo. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and get my GMRS license. I was at the ham radio outlet and we were talking to them about, what type of repeaters are there for GMRS. Cause I'm like, well, I can get that done pretty quickly and I'll study for the ham. So really, for the people, looks like we do have some experienced ham users in the chat. But for the people who are not that experienced on ham, I highly recommend you order this book right here. This exact book. It is called Technician Class 2022 to 2026, the FCC Element 2 Amateur Radio License Preparation book. So this book right here, and then you have all your test questions in the back, and you study those, take your ham test, boom, get your call sign, and you're good to go, right? So after that, you look up what repeaters are in your area, find out who else has a ham, or you can just listen into repeaters for a while. And even without a license, you can do that. You just can't broadcast. So you can listen as much as you want. Even if you don't have a ham license, I highly recommend that you find the repeaters that are in your area. If you have one of these, don't just use it as like a walkie-talkie for buddy down the street, which you could use, absolutely. But have all your repeaters programmed and just listen in if you don't have a license. That way you can kind of get an idea of how people operate on the radio waves. Is that what we call it? And maybe find out if you can find out any kind of information. For you guys who do have a ham license in the chat, obviously when you have a ham license, you have to put like your name, your address, all this kind of stuff, and people can look you up. It's a public database of like what's your call sign and who's it attached to. So like, are you guys using PO boxes? Because apparently you can use a PO box. That way you don't have your address out there. Just something to think about. Hell yeah, ham and cheese. I'm familiar. Okay, let's talking about ham. I have no experience. Ordered my first ham radio today instead of GMRS. So usually they can do GMRS. The way Tim was explaining it to me is like, if these are ham frequencies, GMRS is like in between. And GMRS, you can just pay your $35 and register and get your license, and your whole family can use that call sign. So you could call your wife, and if you can find a GMRS repeater that allows you to stretch out 20, 30, 40, 50 miles would be awesome. And then you could reach back home on GMRS. Ham is obviously a little more complicated. You can speak all over the country with ham. It just kind of determines the power output that you have going out. But if you have a repeater close to you, and this is something that maybe somebody else can let me know, because I was actually speaking to Risky Krisky about seeing he does have his ham license, even though the ham community, didn't treat him very nice. And, trying to figure out ways to reach buddies who are out of state. So once I get my ham license, I'll see if I can set up some kind of network where I can reach out of state buds on certain frequencies using my state repeaters. And I guess what I'd have to find out is if a repeater crosses state lines where they're, and I think there is, I believe Tim has kind of mentioned to me, I think there is a like nationwide channel, but I'm gonna have to figure out a little bit more of that. But yeah, ham radio outlet was absolutely awesome. Me and Tim went to go grab lunch. He's working in my area for this week, so unfortunately we couldn't do the live stream from his house or from where he's staying tonight. Because we were out of dog food and we were out of paper towels here at my house. My wife is watching 8 Belgian Malinois 6-week-old puppies, 4 grown Belgian Malinois that I have in my house, a Jack Russell, 3 toddlers, and a partridge and a pear tree. And I went to the range today and went to go spend multiple hours with Tim Harper. So I couldn't stay out all basically 12 plus hours out of the house. I had to get back here and piece some things together for everyone for bedtime and get everyone fed and cleaned up. So tomorrow, Tim will probably be getting off early, and I think we'll do a live stream from my local gun store that I work with. But yeah, super interesting day where this dude blew up on us on ham channels, the ham and cheese channels, about my conduct. And Tim was a good sport and really looked out covering for me. But man, some of these repeaters and some of these transistors and like stuff like this, stuff you can put in your car. I mean, I think everybody who's in the preparedness community should pursue a ham license, just because it gives you one more tool in your toolbox. In any big emergency situation, having those repeaters, being able to listen into those repeaters, see what's happening, being able to reach your buddies if a cell phone service is down over 20, 30, 40 miles away, even farther. I mean, there really is no limitation to ham radio. It can go all over the world. But that is an absolutely valuable tool. It's like when you need it, you need it. Now, if you don't have a license and you understand these repeaters already, you've just been listening, you're not broadcasting. If there is a real emergency in your life, you could grab your radio, turn it on, hit channel whatever, and broadcast an emergency without a license. For emergency services, you can use a ham radio. So, and use the channels that are for licensed ham operators. See what the chat's checking out. I have my ASE certification, and I scheduled them for recertification for the ones I need to take care of: master, medium, heavy truck technicians, 3 transit bus, and parts specialists. Nice. Ordered license, ordered. I have no experience. Ordered license. So Clint, did you order the GMRS license? I have no license experience. Complete noob, but ordered my first ham over GMRS today. So yeah, I mean a ham radio will do GMRS. Freezing out. Yeah, you should be able to do GMRS with your ham. I don't like being on a list, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what I said to him. I was like, wow, the saddest thing about this is that, like, you have to obspec yourself that hard and having a ham license. Ugh. I'm like, can I use like a DBA, a PO box? Like, God. I mean, the one positive thing is like, A, who the heck really uses ham? B, I'm not saying no one does, but I'm saying like it's a pretty small community. It seems larger than it is online. And the government already knows everything about all of us anyway. So I know it's one thing to say, but yeah, I'm not huge about that list thing. My friend's neighbors was a ham operator. He had a full setup in his house. Yeah, so at the ham radio outlet, we looked at stuff like that, man. I also got to look at the SDS 100 that we talked a lot about, which is a digital scanner. Absolutely the best scanner on the market. They had it for sale for $699, which is way out of my price range. My bank account's like under $100 right now. I got some side work lined up for Friday and just praying that I hear back from a couple interviews that I had this week, which went really well. But tomorrow we'll go more in depth. Tim will explain some of this stuff really simply. Had an awesome range day with 509 Ace, working on fundamental stuff. Highly advise everybody, if you're gonna have firearms, to train, because old saying, a bullet is forever, and it can also cost you a whole lot of time and money If you are to use that weapon and you are not as proficient as you should have been in that situation, and it goes to a court. So being as proficient as possible, like anyone can still make a mistake, even if you're highly proficient. So you just want to minimize as much risk as possible by being as good as you can with your weapons. And really, I think there is such a, like, just to talk about firearms training, there's such a gap between like shooting a lot, having shooting experience, going to the range 50 times, and knowing what to do. There are guys who could go to the range 20 times in their life and are way ahead of dudes who have been at the range hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times for years. And it's because they haven't wasted their time with bad habits. They haven't wasted their time doing it the wrong way, that they heard the right way and attack that path, and they do it the right way from start, and they get more reps doing it with good fundamentals than someone who may have gotten lots and lots of reps of doing it with bad fundamentals. And this is not like about 509 Ace, because Ace is pretty solid. I mean, it's got a lot to work on. I have a massive advantage in my training regimen that I've been blessed to work with Freedom Training and Tactics for 2 straight years. And if you're in the Florida area, dude, check out Freedom Training and Tactics. Tell them Nomad sent you. And yeah, there's a lot of good things going on with the company in regards of getting people better, like a lot better and proficient at being able to get yourself into a gunfight. And if you do, being as good as you possibly can be. And I still have a lot to work on. I'm not saying like I am Achilles heel tactical or anything, but I'm saying, you know, you really want to minimize your time doing the wrong thing as much as possible, because it's so much more to outwork the bad habits you pick up along the way. I know where the local testing center is. The Northeast African Population Control Center is right next to it. I use my whole address when I registered for FRN. Number PO box are not necessary for ordinary people. I think only public figures such as use PO boxes. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm probably going to use like a relative's address just in case. To be honest with you. I don't even own a Baofeng. No. Owning a Baofeng is like the rite of passage at this point. Like, you know how many dudes I know who are like, I'm prepared. Look at this thing that I have. And it's like, how do you work that thing? I have no idea. But when the time arises, someone will show up and, yo, Outpost Nomad. I love that. Outpost Nomad, bro. Welcome to the channel, fellow Nomad. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. If you got a channel or anything, maybe one day we could do a live stream together or something like that. I love the name. Actually, there was a period where I ran a channel called Civilian Outpost. If you guys are pretty new, because I do see some of the new names here, so give you a rundown of like my life on YouTube. Came out the gate swinging pretty well. Gained about 2,500 followers in like my first year. And before that first year was out, I was already demonetized, like right around the time that I was able to get monetized, and put a really big damper on like me making content, me doing live streams. Civilian Outpost Nomad Remnant. Yeah, it's pretty similar, right? Like the Nomad Remnant. Yeah, I like it. Appreciate it, Hustle Bones. Yo, is Hustle Bones from the lives with Goons Night Out and stuff? Is this Bones? But yeah, so put a damper on me making content. I woke up a couple weeks ago. I was actually gonna rebrand to Nomad Remnant, not Malloy. Okay, gotcha. Either way, Hustle Bones is a dope name. And so I created another channel that I had. It was like another Red Dawn channel, because I unfortunately have tried to do this a few times, and I think I had about 3 channels demonetized over the time that I kept trying to like restart on YouTube. And obviously, I know you don't make like crazy money on YouTube when you're not a massive channel or anything, but it was just the fact that if I'm going to be on here, I like earning I don't even know how to put it. Like you get so many watch hours and you put so much time in, you just want that like recognition that you've achieved the ability to get monetized. Scoot, what's going on? What's happening? Scoot, I got your puppy waiting for you, bro. Let me know. These puppies are freaking awesome. I'll send you pictures of all the available ones. The pics of the litter are still available. They're amazing. I'll be sad once they're gone. I got a channel. I do gun stuff. I am converting my house into an outpost to prepare for shift. Awesome. I'm not in the house that I would want to be in, even though my house is pretty well the outpost for for all my fellow friends that have not been in the game like I've been in the game for a long time. So a few of my buddies, this is the outpost. But it's not the outpost that I want. And I need to get some land and stuff like that. And then I will be doing the same thing. The outpost is a must. So absolutely love your name, brother. Outpost Nomad. Love it. Maybe we'll do a live stream together and have a whole conversation about stuff like that. Cause I'm all like, I got on YouTube originally about preparedness. My channel was called Red Dawn Readiness. It was really about preparedness. As I built this close relationship with freedom training and tactics, I begin really learning how to shoot way better. A lot of firearms training. And, I had a little bit of firearms content before that. Just my own personal experiences and like learning and growing. And then my content has obviously been a little bit more towards firearms, but preparedness has really always been my passion because, I almost grabbed a firearm because I'm not on Rumble. I'm back on YouTube. But firearms are just a part of preparedness, right? Like your communication's a part of preparedness, your water filtration, your resupply, chickens, protection dogs, go bags. Everything is this big culmination of like just being a man of readiness. And the ultimate form of readiness is, could you become a nomad if you had to? So absolutely like the name, brother. Outpost. Hello. Good to see you, Outpost. What's up, Scoop? My brother Scoop. How many 100s of hours you put in, then YouTube goes, hey, nah, get wrecked. Yeah, Hustle Bones, that bro. And it was like, hey, you just passed everything for monetization. I'm like, oh, let me fill this out. Next day, you're demonetized permanently. And I'm like, oof, that's going to put a massive damper on the last year of like passion I had on this thing, right? And so now, I don't know, I woke up and the demonetization ban is gone. So we took Red Dawn Readiness and we changed the name to what I was doing on the side and growing. Blacks out and comes back. So RDR had been through it all. Yeah, that's true, dude. I have been through it all. Then I went to Rumble after 3 channels demonetized. I'm like, I'll go on Rumble. If you're not working with Rumble, like as a creator, it's like, I mean, I don't know how many streams I got over on Rumble, but a significant amount. And I'm at like 200 followers. And there were some really good streams, and it seems like they got a lot of views after. But it just, people don't see their notifications on there. And like, I like doing shorts. I like doing where I put a camera on and I talk about my kit, or I talk about something that I'm interested in at the time, or products that I'm looking at, or preparedness, whatever it is. I like regular hard video uploads, and it's really hard to do on Rumble. So definitely was a blessing that my demonetization ban was gone. And yeah, so we're working back towards monetization. And, it'd be cool because I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But yeah, so range day in the Florida heat, brutally hot. Could probably see lots of sun today. I saw myself on video for like really one of the first times since I lost all this weight, and I'm like, dude, thank you. Like my belly is gone. I'm like looking at myself now. I really probably may have to buy a new battle belt. My battle belt just doesn't fit right now that I'm down like 30 pounds, and it cannot get any smaller. I have it on the absolute smallest setting. I actually took a Dremel to some of the pieces trying to like get it to like fit into itself and go even smaller. And I don't think I can. Thank God I do have suspenders with my battle belt, because yeah, something to consider, right? Like in a preparedness situation, most people would anticipate losing weight, right? So like, imagine you buy certain gear and equipment and you're losing weight because there's not food around, right? Like my situation is different. I was like working to get in shape, but like in a preparedness situation, if you lose a certain amount of weight, maybe all your clothes don't fit. Maybe all your equipment doesn't fit you the same. So something to think about. Maybe I'll try to switch back over to my core battle belt, which I prefer not to. I actually really like my Agilite battle belt, even though I would make an effort never to buy from Agilite ever again. Put it on over plates. Put what on over plates, Marengo? My battle belt? I mean, it's my belt. My belt works fine with plates. I usually would wear my suspenders underneath the plates, to be honest with you. Probably shouldn't do that though. If I need to I would take my carrier off. That battle belt's staying on. If it goes on, it's staying on. Hips don't like to bear weight when you have to ruckle. Yeah, the other thing is like now that I'm way thinner, I like my this may sound funny. I don't know like a cool way to say it, but like I don't like my pants sagging, dude. I like my pants like high up. Like I don't like my pants like around my hips either. I like my around my waistline. I like my belt around my waistline so that if it drops a little, it drops onto my hips. Not like around my hips. I want it like high, tight around my waist. That way it like doesn't go down, you know? Best intros in the business. Thanks, Scoot. And pretty much those intros are what got me demonetized. Actually, I wasn't demonetized until I posted my intro as a normal video, which was going to be like the channel commercial. I forget what they call it. But yeah, once I posted my intro as a regular upload, it was like, you're demonetized, because I guess people could just share it and think it's cool, right? But it was like nothing, there's no words in my intro. That's what's crazy. It's like a bunch of clips with a song and me shooting guns. It's like an 80s montage of things you should be prepared because of crazy stuff happens. And like, I like firearms, right? Like it's a cool intro, like clips from the movie Red Dawn and stuff. It's just super cool. But the demonic, I mean, I think it was the timing, you know, it was the election timing. I had the video clips of Trump with the blood on his face and like January 6th. And like, I guess if you watched it, you'd be like, oh, he's probably one of these like. So, you know, it really wasn't intended for that. It was just like, look at all this crazy stuff. Look at the invasion on November, whatever it is over there. November 7th. Like, look at dudes dropping in on parachutes. Look at dudes flying over the border with, you know, in real life situations. Look at these guys invading from Venezuela into apartment complexes. Like, all these clips. Here's Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Like, stuff that everyone's experienced. Like, it's not like it was, I don't know, bro. But it's sad because think about how hard I worked on that intro. Like, created my own AI song for the channel. All for it to be super cool. Everybody love it. And me to post it and it demonetized my channel. Just like stomped all over my face with that one. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like Red Dawn clips. Apparently not. It's like, this 80s movie it's gonna do something. You know what? I bet you if you put like space in any of it, like anything space and aliens, they're like, push it out. She's got clips of Star Trek, push it out. I don't know if you guys seen, but like Fox News was basically like, hey guys, there's these 4 alien races: the reptilians, the Nordics, the Greys, and the praying mantis aliens, something. And I'm like on Fox News now. That's what we're getting at. And like they're basically disclosing what they want us to know about aliens, apparently. Oh yeah, I had that clip from Alex Jones was actually from someone I knew who was there at January 6th, and that was recorded on their cell phone. So like I was the only person in the world with that footage, that particular footage. So it was cool that it was like they had it on their Instagram story on the day of January 6th. I saved it. I screen recorded it. I used, like, this is like years of little clips that I put together, all for them to be like, demonetize you. So, what's my thoughts on Chud the Builder? Well, the first thing I thought was like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Like, he's a Chud, and he was building this game out where he played a stupid one and he won a stupid prize. I honestly I wish I've seen what actually happened with my own 2 eyes. Like, everything I have is secondhand stories, but like, obviously words are words, even if you don't like them, you know, and violence is violence, and you should always have the right to defend yourself against violence. So that's my opinion on all things. Like, it's one thing to feel insulted. It's another thing to attack someone physically, try to disarm them, and use their weapon against them. And, you know, I don't know what to say. Exactly, Garen. Exactly. Like, I don't know the details of what actually happened, just the story. I've never watched Chud the Builder. I really don't have time for entertainment. My entertainment is like Dirty Civilians, sometimes Focus Trip, what's the other channel? Barrel and Hatchet. Like, if I'm going to watch a 20, 30, 40 minute video, a 2-hour live stream, like, that's my entertainment. I don't watch silly joking stuff or anything anymore. Like, it's not that I don't have a sense of humor, and I'm not like a really dry person, right? But it's I don't have that much time on my hands, and like my entertainment, like if I just want to have like a good relaxed time, I just hang out with my kids and my wife and make some jokes with them, and like my dogs, and like, I don't know. I don't really watch certain things anymore. Maybe it's my algorithm that doesn't want me to laugh. I don't know. I'm not sure, dude. But like, I've never watched Chud. Did Bob change his name to Chud? Yeah, that's what I was wondering too when everyone said it. They were like, did you hear about Chud the Builder? I was like, is that Bob's cousin? I probably watched more Bob the Builder over the last few years than I have Chud the Builder. I just turned 49. Bro, congratulations, dude. That's an honor. I pray the heavens and earth you make it another 49, and I pray I make it to 49. Mike McClune, congratulations, bro. That's awesome. In a medium heavy truck, bus mechanic, 25 plus years, now journalism, but pretty much been working on stuff since I was a teenager. Yep. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how justifying shooting the guy over a punch when there isn't much great bodily harm or fear of losing your life. I mean, the guy was like 300 plus pounds and a giant. See, like, I don't even know how big Chud the Builder is. I don't know how big the other guy was. I don't know if he only punched him. I heard he was trying to take his firearm off him and like disarm him and use it against him. That was what I heard, Clint. So like, I mean, yeah, if someone just throws a punch, you can't just escalate force. I mean, if you're, it's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have lethal force, the thing is like, I've seen people get pretty great bodily harm from punches. I've caused great bodily harm to people punching. If you sucker punch someone or you run up on them in surprise, like it's in the streets, you know what I mean? So it's not like you don't know if this person has a knife after they punch you. You don't, like, I've seen that. I've seen two dudes punching each other, and next thing you know, they go to the ground wrestling, and the guy pulls out a knife and stabs him and rips his body open. I just think, dude, if you're willing, like, you obviously want to cause, I don't know if you can call it great bodily harm, but you want to cause bodily harm, which I don't think anyone has the right to do to someone else because they disagree with them, right? I am more for like, let's have a duel. Like, if you hate me that much, you're willing to die over it. If that's how you feel, then let's have a duel. You know what I'm saying? I think that is more sophisticated, right? Like, if we think of like the Renaissance and the sophistication period, like, people dueled more than like we think of like two gladiators just beating the piss out of each other is more like barbarism, right? Which I think you should be capable of barbarism as well. I just mean, if you don't know someone and they like attack you from behind, or you don't know if they're in a multiple people and you're going to get jumped. Like, as an adult, I think that if someone does want to cause you harm, like, and they get shot, like, that's on them. I really feel that way, because I couldn't see myself doing something that stupid where like, I hate what you said, I'm going to punch you in your fucking mouth. Like, I don't have a temper like that. I can have a temper when it's needed, but I don't have like a temper over like, maybe because me and my own brothers talk to each other a certain way where like, yeah, we want to go to blows. Not so much anymore. We're older, but like, I don't have that level of emotion towards the words of any stranger that I would want to just crush them. Now, if they said anything about children, if they said anything about certain things, then absolutely. But like, the fact that I disagree with your belief system, I'm not wanting to get into a fight with someone over that. To me, it is I don't know, pretty stupid. So I'm just trying to be real here. I think that's what the other defense team will say. So random dude jumps me and I'm supposed to assume he doesn't mean me harm. Yeah, that's my assumption. This person wants to, if this person were to knock me out or get me to the ground and could stomp me or kick my face, like, if your goal is, first of all, I've seen dudes get a jaw broken with one punch to the right spot. I've seen people lights out with one punch in the right spot. You get knocked out on your feet and you go to the ground on concrete and you hit your head, you could die. And that's the risk you take getting into a street fight, right? Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck about my own self and I don't give a fuck about this guy anymore. We're going to fucking blows and whatever happens, happens. And like, I think as an adult man, when you decide to get into combat, because I look at it as combat, right? Like, when you decide to engage in combat, if you get fucked up, you got yourself into combat, right? Bullying builds character. Yeah, I mean, and as an adult, you should be like not bothered by bullying anymore, you know? He definitely was looking for views. I mean, the guy was, I mean, you're desperate if that's your content that you make. Oh yeah, I've seen dudes real jacked up from street fights with just hands. Hospitals for a very long time. And if you get your jaw broken, your mouth is in a vice for months. And Okay, now you're drinking out of a straw, right? That's great bodily harm, dude. You knock someone's jaw off their face, and they're drinking out of a straw for months on end. Getting jumped by multiple dudes on a one-on-one street fight to me isn't going to cause that much bodily harm justifying to use a handgun unless you're old and fragile or a small woman. I mean, like, if two dudes decide, like, we're going to get into a street fight and square up, and it's like, there is no, like, you don't know if they're with someone, or you guys, like, come to an agreement, this is going to be a street fight, right? Like, I think you need that level of agreement for it to, like, to throw out the rules of the streets. And it be like, because at that point, too, is it like, are we boxing? Are we allowed to bite each other? Do you got HIV? Like, I don't know you from Adam, dude. So, like, I look at it as like Mortal Kombat. You decide to do, like, fight someone you don't know. Mortal Kombat. Like, I don't know. Could you grab something and hit them with it? Like, what are the rules to one-on-one street fight? Are we thinking like Rocky and what was the guy Rocky trained in Rocky 5 that had the street fight? They even were using trash cans and shit hitting each other with shit. Which is cool because, like, they knew each other, you know? They knew each other. They had a mutual respect for each other. They were like, I want to beat you in a fight, right? But, like, strangers, bro, we ain't got that kind of agreement amongst, you know, strangers. Got an example of a person that never got that humbling punch, I agree, in the face when they were growing up. I agree with that, Mike McClune, totally. And then there's someone sucker punching you. Yeah. And even the let's step outside, depending on where you are. Like, if you're in a bar and he's with his boys or you're with your boys, you don't know, bro. Let's step outside could mean I got a knife in my pocket. I'm about to gut you, and I don't want to do it in here. I definitely am not a Chud the Builder fan of any regards. I'm looking at this totally of, like, just two men, right, in the situation. Like, I don't like Chud the Builder, never watched his content, never supported the guy. I think being just like a blatant racist is retarded. Like, I think you can look at statistics and judge it how you should. What the math shows is what the math shows in statistics. But, like, looking for stuff to happen is you're retarded. Like, do you not have stuff to live for? Do you not have a family? Do you not have children? Do you not, like, you not care about your own well-being, right? Because someone could have run up on Chud the Builder and just capped him a few times because they don't care about their self and their life, right? They could have just mafia style walked up and been like, oh, that's that guy Chud the Builder, I hate him. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Yep. I've seen dudes get real messed up in the streets. And I mean, depending on your lifestyle, bro, you might not have time for this shit. Like, that's the way I gotta get back to work. If I am working, I ain't got time to show up to work all fucked up because you had a bad day, bro. Sorry. Like, if you're having that bad of a day, you need to go somewhere and start praying to Jesus, or you can go meet Jesus. I mean, I'm for people getting capped who are fucking assholes. I'm for that. I don't think you should break laws. I think it always should be like for a self-defense purpose, and you should follow your local, state, federal, and local laws. But, like, if you're out in the day and you come across your mind, I seek to cause someone harm, I think you should get justice. And if that justice is made of brass and lead, you know, you shouldn't have been a fucking idiot. Yeah, and I'm not saying he wasn't. I just think you got to think Chud's probably not the only person like that, right? That is like legally, if I legally can catch a body by removing people who deserve it, there's probably people out there who think that way. So that's why another reason why you shouldn't go just pick fights and like run your mouth. There's a lot of people who've got bad attitudes. Like this guy on the ham radio today, like had a really pissed off attitude instead of being like, "Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, you know, I'm hearing this come through the comms, and I just want to like inform you guys on this is how things need to be conducted." Right? That's how you talk to other adult men. You never address another adult man out of respect with aggression, because you don't know if that little bit of aggression you're like you can't hold inside and keep yourself calm with gets you fucked up. It's very true. Like, don't have an attitude with men you don't know, because that's the kind of guy who hasn't gotten punched in the face and hasn't been put in this place, because you don't approach dudes you don't know if you disagree with them with some level of aggression if you're not willing to have them aggress you back. That's the thing. People should have respect for one another, even if they disagree. That is like the moral of a free speech society. Like, I am anticipating that people are going to say things I disagree with, and I am not going to become an aggressive little whiny bitch over it. You know, like, that's, you know, you should be accepting that you're going to live in a society where, yes, things may bother you, but it's not, you know, you're not going to walk around and be the Punisher and be the tough guy, because you could get fucking capped, bro. You could get capped in the street legally. And I think that should be the laws, right? Like, stand your ground laws and castle doctrines, and I'm the tough guy who seeks to aggress people because of whatever psychological problem that I'm having. Sad, but that's like reality. We should teach people to control their feelings. And as a man, you should be able to control your emotions. You shouldn't be out of character to where it's like, I just don't give a fuck about life anymore because I'm so upset that let's duel to the death. Because to me, two dudes who don't know each other at all, who are that pissed off, to me, it goes to the death. Like, if you die, bro, you die, right? What did the Russian say to the dude in a boxing ring? Like, if he dies, he dies, right? Like, I didn't try to kill him, but it's a fight, you know? And yes, that's a movie, but it's still the same in reality. Is like, bro, expecting someone you wish to aggress and cause great bodily harm to give a fuck about your life, to me, is the wrong approach. That to me is like, yeah, Agorizer, first rule of not getting in a fight club: don't be a whiny bitch. Yeah, like, yeah, it's I don't know what to say. Garen, you're getting out of here? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go too long tonight, man. I gotta get some sleep. I have been just doing a million things, stuck on this computer. Had interviews this week. Super awesome that Tim Harper's in town. We got to spend time together. I really want to thank him for getting me set up on ham stuff. I'm going to be with him tomorrow, and we're going to do a live stream sometime between 12 Eastern and 2. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern, we should be up live on the channel talking about guns and comms and radios and all that stuff. I just wanted to come on my normal time and on Wednesday nights and still just kind of kick it with you guys and all that stuff, spend a little time together. Yo, and Moran Media, what's happening? What's good, Nomad Chat? Hope y'all doing well. Stay safe in training. Absolutely. And if you guys aren't on Instagram, I'd appreciate if you find me on Instagram, Nomad Remnant. Give me a follow. I do post, training videos, giveaways. I actually won a giveaway not too long ago. I've won a suppressor giveaway. So like, if you hit me up on Instagram, I'll tag you in giveaways I find interesting. If someone's giving away a Glock 43X with a Radian comp on it and an O-sight. Like, the giveaways actually happen. I'm actually going to be giving away some stuff once I can have my bank account fine that I don't have to charge someone for their own shipping on their own giveaway, and have some extra stuff laying around that I'm going to be giving away on Instagram. Drew in Oregon, appreciate you. I'll probably do some on YouTube as well, because my YouTube people are the best. Drew in Oregon, my brother, he made it. I'm glad Drew is on the west coasts of times, because I'm always on super late. Overturned in which way? Like they said, it was all good because it was mutual combat. That's the way I look at it, bro. Mutual combat is mutual combat. It means, if you crack my skull open or I bust you down, it's mutual combat, right? That's the way I look at it. But yeah, dude, freaking miserable about Thomas Massey. I hope he now is taking the time to gear up for a presidential run, because if Thomas Massey's not running for president, I don't think I'm voting for president. I'm not voting for MAGA, and I'm not voting for the Blues. I just won't vote, and I'll pray to God that whatever path God wishes to happen happens. And try to stay as ready, prepared, trained as I can. And yeah, I'm hoping to hear back probably tomorrow or the following day from jobs that I interviewed with this week, and got some side work for Friday lined up and selling these dogs. So if anybody really does, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro, having a Belgian Malinois, it is not like the highlight videos on YouTube. Belgian Malinois are angels. Okay, the worst thing they do is when they're young, they chew on stuff. They grab things with their mouth and they walk around and want to chew on it. But if you give them stuff to chew on, they'll chew on that. So like, that's it. My mouths are very well behaved, amazing with my kids, amazing with my wife, and I have quite a few Belgian Malinois left, 3 or 4 left, depending on if Scoot's getting one. Then I have 3 left. The Massey crap is not right. Yeah, I mean, we have foreign agencies who buy elections in America. Like, I don't know what we do with that. I could think of a couple things to do with it, but none that would be viewed upon fairly, and that doesn't include mutual combat. Yeah, I'm done, but me too, dude. I'm done. I voted for Trump 3 times. Also, we could be here now in this bullshit. And I'm sure people still like Trump and support Trump. Like, I just can't. So, like, I'm not even mad at people who do. It's like, I just don't care enough anymore to, like, there's always going to be people out there with opposing views from you. So it's like, why invest my emotions into what so many other people think? I can only control what I think, and those who are within my inner circle. Never believed that until now. I never really did either, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about elections. I'll probably vote for my governor race. And I don't even know. I don't know. I'm in Florida, so like, I like the James Fishback guy, but I've seen some people opposing it. I'll cover this real quick because this has been like super interesting to me. I started looking back into the Charlie Kirk, like what's going on with the people who have been covering the Charlie Kirk investigation, right? And I don't know if you guys know who Blake Bednarz is, but there's this big drama between Blake Bednarz, Candace Owens, and the entire Candace Owens camp against this dude. Candace Owens is being sued by the head of security for TPUSA, the one who was on the Sean Ryan show. I forget his name. But the guy, Blake Bednarz, had like basically been accusing that guy of having a detonator that used some type of explosive on Charlie Kirk. And basically, like, all of the Candace Owens camp has turned on this dude. And well, I don't know. I find it interesting because I do think there is something there to where I don't think he was hit with a bullet. Just shot enough bullets and don't see that what happened would be from a bullet. So yeah, I mean, interesting stuff. If you look up Blake Bednar's, he's got the David Harper Judas type video. Interesting video. I think it's interesting. I think his approach on what happened seems like the most logical conclusion to what happened to Charlie Kirk. And if it was done that way, I do think there was some very insider, close people to him that it was his time for removal from the platforms. I think they got together and said Charlie Kirk needs a permanent lifetime ban, and then they conducted an operation. Is what I think. Oh yeah, yep. You were the first to call the election that night. I know, man. Like, I called the election at, like, I don't know, 9:45, 10:15, something around there. I was like, no, there's no way that Kamala Harris is winning. I could just tell by the... And now I look back at that video. I think I've hidden that video or unlisted the video of the Trump election just because I'm like, I am blown away by where we're at today. Charlie got the most demonetized. Yeah. I mean, his wife got all the monetization. No, it's not too soon, dude. We should have a sense of humor of how dark some of this stuff is, because if you don't have a sense of humor about it, in my opinion, you could drive yourself nuts. The lavalier mic theory seems pretty spot on, especially when you look into how the manufacturer of the device got wiped out. Yeah, there was like that big factory in, I think it was Tennessee, that exploded. It's like, dude, if you follow, this is what all right, so let's talk about Candace Owens. Is she like having people chase the white rabbit? Is that her role? Like, we need no one's listening to Alex Jones. Alex Jones isn't even on YouTube. We need someone on YouTube who's going to get people to chase the white rabbit, right? Just run around the track in a circle. We'll drag the white rabbit around the circle, have them run around and chase it, right? Like, is she actually, like, people are like, oh man, never mess with Candace Owens. She's on the case. And in my mind, I'm like, has she ever caught anybody? Has she ever like what has Candace Owens done that gives her this reputation? She called the lady in France a man. Like, what case has she ever solved that people should be like, yeah, I think so too. Scoot, Candace is chasing dollars. And like, don't you get to a point? Like, isn't her husband a billionaire? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. If my wife was a billionaire and I also had the largest podcast in America, every single stream, I would give away $100,000. I would give it to a family who deserves it, needs it, and it would change their life. Every single live stream, I'd be like, we're doing a giveaway for $100,000, right? I want everyone right now to write me an email explaining how this $100,000 would help your life and what you're going to use it for. And I'm going to choose one of you by the end of this stream. Like, how could you not do that when you have $1 billion? $100,000 is like, it's like $100 to some people, not to me even. I'm like, $100 is actually a whole lot to me right now. She's reckless at best, grifting at worst. Yeah, and I think she's like a mix of both. I think she's like a reckless grifter. Most likely, she's the chosen mouthpiece. One of the things that Blake Bednar said, he was like, who else in this entire investigation could pick up the phone and call Erica Kirk, the Harper guy, like, could probably get Sean. Like, you can get anyone on the phone in 5 minutes if you're Candace Owens. Like, this should have been solved, right? I really think that it's like the dog track, where they just drag the toy around for the greyhounds and like just keep them running. Keep them running in circles. You know, we need a shiny toy there. $100 is a fighting load of 5.56. Yeah, I wish it was. It's not even. it's like a little more than. Well, I guess you're right. It's almost a fighting load. It's almost like 240 rounds. Almost. Mad in the USA. 27.55 megahertz. Yo, welcome to the stream, man. Super cool name. I like it. $100 is a utility bill. Yeah. $100 is a utility bill. That's a good way to put it, Scoot. Hackerizer. $100 is a tank of gas. It's almost 10 gallons of gas. Well, yeah. I mean, it's you should get at least 20 out of it. 20 gallons out of $100. It's bad. I guess I could leave everybody with this. I mean, I would check out the Blake Bednar's video. I think I've watched it a couple times, like while I'm getting ready for bed and going in bed. I don't know if I've finished all of it. I probably have. I might have finished it a couple times. I might tone out as I'm like getting ready for bed. But like, I think it's a good video. And I think the type of explosive that was probably used was a very highly sophisticated, non-residue leaving form of very discreet tool or whatever you want to say. It's bad by paid. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been driving really anywhere. I drove to the range today. I drove to go get Tim Harper. Other than that, I'm pretty much here unless someone calls me for a side job that I can make a couple bucks. I will drive there, work, painted another house last week, and just like, that's it. Gas station, grab something, grocery store. Like, thank God stuff is pretty local to me. And my gas gauge still doesn't work on my car, which is like about $1,000 to fix. I could probably buy the parts myself and get under the car and fix it, but like, I don't want to get my hands into that and mess something up. Red Dawn, sorry for being a noob, but when I get my Redavis 89 and UV9R Pro, what should I do? So when you get your comms, I mean, keep the manual. Don't throw out your manual, right? Because that's going to tell you how to walk through programming it. The biggest thing you should do is like get on the ham radio repeaters. Like Google what repeaters are in your area. There's a couple different websites that'll show you. And I would actually make a paper written book. JPAS, what's going on? 300 to fill up both trucks today. Yeah, that's rough sauce. That's crazy. But yeah, I'd get a handwritten book, write down all the local repeaters, then figure out if you need to have a step up, because usually there's a 5. It's like 5 up. That when you broadcast 5 up, so you have to set. At least that's how it is on my local repeaters. They usually will tell you on these charts though, like write it all down or print it out. And then have that paper, and I would start trying to program some of those channels in and just listening. See if you could pick any. If I don't know if the Redavis 89, the UV9R Pro should have a scanning feature, and I would let it scan for a little while, see if it picks anything up. Write that channel down in your book that you're going to be putting all those other channels in. What's up, JPAS, my brother? Good to see you. And yeah, start building like a dope sheet, your data on previous engagements with your radio. You know, this channel paused, got some feedback while it was scanning on this channel. Make sure you know how to operate your NOAA weather on it. I don't know if either one of those have NOAA weather, but they should. And try to program. I wouldn't even say program, learn how to program. And if you can program, but like get your emergency stations down and anything local you could listen to. That's what I would start fuddling with. It is time consuming. Like we all know how it is to get sucked into our cell phone for like an hour, but you could be like staring at this thing, just dialing buttons for quite a while. And it can get a little nerve wracking and a little like, I've been typing all this in and I can't hear shit. So first thing I would do is watch the stream tomorrow, because I'm going to make sure Tim Harper goes over like, Tim, how did you find my repeaters that you gave me the lists of? How did you know that I needed to step up? The TC DCS and the CD DCS on these, that have to be set on like certain settings. Mine is like 103-.5. Right, and there's like a bunch of settings for that. So like, I will make sure Tim walks through all that stuff simply with you. I know what the settings are for my area currently. It sounds like doing homework all over again. I passed with a 1.8 GPA. Is that passing? Don't you need a 2.0, Clint, to like actually be considered passing? But yeah. YouTube, the programming. What kind of shooting you focused on lately? So I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like last year, I went over what my focus was for last year, which was like just getting better at longer ranges. I had gotten an LVPO, switched over to using an LVPO beginning of last year, and I actually have a couple scopes that just don't really fit right on my thing, but like I have a 2-12, a 1-10, stuff that I'm selling if anybody is interested and needs an LVPO or an MVPO. I love the MVPO idea. But yeah, last year my main focus was really trying to spider, come here, crush your ass, spider. No spiders in here. Last year, my focus was longer ranges, so like out to 400 yards, really understanding my holds, being able to put A zones and just demolish little 8-inch steel. This year is going to be moving and shooting. So I've gotten really proficient at reloads, at keeping my gun on target during rapid fires, draws from holsters. All of that has been ironed out, and in my dry fire I spend a lot of time on that. My main focus now is going to be moving and shooting, and I'm probably going to be working on that with Freedom Training and Tactics on Sunday. I should have some content from that I'll put out, and we'll kind of go over some of the stuff that we're working on and that I'm showing. But like the past year, it's been like mastering more distance, getting dope on my rifles, understanding my holds out at those distances, and in between doing that, when I didn't have access to those distances, it was like always keep working on the fundamentals, going from compressed ready out on target in under 1 second, all the man card statistics. So like draw from holster 25 yards in under 1.5, low ready under 1 second at 25 yards, high ready, being able to do the 155 drill really good. So get that first shot off, bolt lock back, transition to pistol, 5 shots, check rifle, reload rifle, 5 shots. And I went from doing that like on average at like 9 seconds to now being in the 6s. So that fluidity and smoothness of knowing your kit, where to tuck your gun, making sure that you're on balance. And I'm going to be, this is my theory on a lot of people. A lot of people can pull this trigger and hold the gun properly, right? A lot of people are pretty decent at sight alignment and sight picture, okay? One of the things I see the most that really, in my opinion, is holding people back drastically in their performance is their stance. And stance is considered one of these fundamentals that is a fluid fundamental, right? Like if you're moving, stance is not the same as if you're stagnant, right? However, you should have a stance mastered for being stagnant that makes you the most proficient if you're standing still, right? One for speed, then a base for if you're taking a longer shot, and you need a good fundamental base that can hold your rifle really steady, whether that is going to a knee. Really, you should train all those. Going to a knee, taking a long distance shot while standing, bracing yourself up next to a barricade if you have like a pole or something, and being able to take a standing shot at 400 yards and being able to put one in the A zone at 400 yards with an 11.5, with anything 11.5 to 14.5, because that's the only barrel lengths that I would ever use. Preferably, I would never go above 12.5. I still have 13.9s. Drew in Oregon calls me the 13.9 guy. I've been the 13.9 guy for a very long time. I just think the 12.5 gives me a easier rifle to wield. If I am taking that long shot at 14 yards, it gives me less weight at farther away from my body that I can keep in close and take a better shot. And it still gives me very good velocity out to like 150 yards, 200 yards. I think a couple things holding people back: their stance and the way they set up their gun. On top of that, the way they set up their kit. So if you're going to be doing reloads, how your kit is set up, where your holster is, which should be more in the front of your body than behind you, because you can use that peripheral vision, right? Gosh, I can't pick up anything. But like if I shoot this gun, let's say this is my magwell, and I keep my stuff in my workspace, I can keep my eyes on target, and that's helped my reloads of like, boom, out, here, out for a reload. Same thing with just drawing your holster. If you fire your gun and you have to transition to your holster, if you got to go back behind you, so this arm has to move all the way back here, you're grabbing your gun out. Right now, you also have to like turn your body and get back to target. Where if I'm straight up and my holster's more at like the 2 o'clock, okay, I can shoot this rifle, drop the rifle down, just lower my hand, and look, my shoulders haven't shifted from being squared up with my target. Where if my holster's back at the 3-4 o'clock and I stagger my stance, now I have to fire, reach back. Right? Even if it's this shoulder, reaching back and bringing the shoulder back into engagement. So that's one whole big turn of your body having to get back on target quickly that I think is something people overlook, because it's been so standard of like, my holster's right here on my hip. Efficient when you move that holster up and you keep your shoulders square to the target, and keeping your feet as square to the target as possible as well allows you to have a good firm base where you can operate things on your belt kit without having to turn. Like even with my rifle, right? If I'm reloading it, I'm canning it. So I automatically get a tuck here. So this shoulder kind of comes down, which allows me to grab that mag and get back in. But that, it should be faster transition to pistol than to do a reload, right? So you need to be able to boom. And those are all things that I think I try to show in my videos. I could do a better job of like making a video and explaining it. But I think stances and the way people set up their guns and kit are like probably the two biggest things. Like as soon as you hand someone a gun that's set up with a little bit higher riser, they're not doing like, and I've talked about this quite a few times, but you guys who are new, RDR, what holsters do you have for your 26X? I only have the Armsman's holster. He has the molds for it. He made me a sidecar holster. Love it. I got footage of me shooting the 26X in slow motion today. I love my 26X. If I can put a Radiant afterburner on that gun, it'll probably be my favorite gun of all time. And Rooster, I still love my 13.9. I have my Fat Rooster specialty and my Geisley 13.9. I got rid of the third one. Like my only 13.9s I'm ever gonna have. And if I sold one of them, I would sell the Geisley and keep my Super Rooster as my 13.9. But I would sell my Geisley just to get another 12.5 Geisley or an 11.5, like another short one. That way I could have my 11.5 Geisley, 12.5 Geisley, 13.9 Super Rooster. Like that is my trinity of ARs. But yeah, 26X, I got some slow motion footage of me shooting it. I shoot it very well, even without a comp, but just something about having a comp on it to me would just settle really right in my life. It's kind of like the 43X. I like it with a comp because the flashlight sticks out farther than the barrel, and I can't show anything, even though it's right there. I like when my flashlight and the end of my barrel are flush on especially concealed carry guns. I actually made a video about this. I haven't posted it yet, but like the difference of like setting up a duty Glock versus your daily carry Glock. And like they could be the same model of Glock, but I would set them up two totally different ways. If one, I'm going to conceal carry every day, and one, I'm going to run on my duty belt holster. You know, a little bit bigger mag well, a bigger flashlight, can get away with bigger optics like acros and stuff like that, where like I try to slim down and still have great capability with my EDCs. It's just, I just set up the 26X. I love it. Yeah, me too, dude. 26 was my first ever. 27 was my first ever. I love the 26X. If you guys don't know that, I love it. The only thing with the 26X is because it doesn't fit in Glock 19 holsters. If it fit right into a Glock 19 holster, dude, game over. I probably wouldn't go back to a 19. The one thing is I have like tier 1 concealed Glock 19 holsters, so like the holsters are very slim, very comfortable, and I'm so used to wearing them. If I could order one, I gotta say though, Armsman is like right there. I love my Armsman sidecar holster. Like it's on that level. So I don't know if it's the holster so much as it is that once you decide to go with a 19 grip and like this much shorter of a 19 slide, it's like maybe I should just carry the 19 today. That's the only thing. Although I have to say the weight reduction from a 19 I like a lot. Like when I'm carrying it, it's still more comfortable to carry. The thing is every time I draw it, I'm not as confident with it as I am like, give me a Glock 19 and I'm doing work and I'm very confident and happy with it. Like I need more time with it. And I think the Radian would give me that boost of confidence with it, that it shoots a little flatter and I can shoot faster follow-up shots. The only guns I've really been carrying, though, is my 26X. Once in a while a Glock 19, but primarily I've been carrying the Glock 45 Gen 6 with the KOA. Stock. Not changing nothing on the gun. Put a flashlight on there, TLR 7 HLX. I already had the holster for a while, and so like all I need to do is swap that light from one gun to this one. Buy a flashlight because I haven't bought anything, press purchase on anything in a very long time. Besides one magwell, I did buy a magwell, and I put it on like a 8-week payment plan for like $14, praying that I had the money in there. But I needed one more magwell, so I got one more magwell about a month ago, maybe a little more than a month ago. Thought it was going to be my one and done. I mean, the 26 is fantastic, dude. Like, I think that if you only had one Glock and it was a 26, I think you should feel very confident and happy and good. Like, the Glock 19 is still, I say it all the time, it's the best handgun ever made. The only thing, and there is a guy, I think it's Turbo Joe. And I met him on Instagram because obviously I was all over the 26X stuff like right away. This guy cuts the frames of a 19, cuts out the channel, removes the rails, okay? And he takes a polymer 80 rail, so it has the rail and the part that the rifle slides on. He cuts the ones out and fits in a 26 one into a 19 Glock frame. And he runs the 26 slide on a real Glock 19 frame with the comp on it. And so it does fit right into Glock 19 holsters. That is absolutely the best, sickest lineup. He's even done it on a 45 frame So it's a 26 slide with a micro comp from like Parker Mount Machine, which looks like a Radian, but it's a different brand. And fits flush on like a Glock 45, dude. And DLD After Dark talked about it for a while. He wanted to do that with a Glock 19 on a Glock 17 frame, which that Octurbo Joe has done too. He's like walks through the steps. His Instagram's super cool. Go check out Octurbo Joe. You have any shotguns? Yes, I have a semi-automatic 12 gauge. I've never had an issue with it. It's just an American tactical, like $300 shotgun. It runs. I want to switch to a Mossberg 590 or a Mossberg 990 and SBS it and have a short barrel shotgun. If you guys can't tell, I like barrels getting shorter and shorter. I feel way better manipulating the platform when it's short. Like in and around houses and doorways. My house is built in the 70s. I don't have like normal sized doors. I have a little bit skinnier doorways. I have a very tiny house. So like everything in a short package, to me, I can run better. I can move better. I can run, then get it up and get it out better. I can come around corners better. But yeah, I would like an SBS. But the shotgun I have works really good. I don't know if I'm one for like pistol grips on a shotgun. I like just rocking it from like here around my face and point shooting it with a bead. Boom, 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 boom. I don't mind optics on there because you can still pull it up and Canon optic or something. So, but yeah, I would like a stock and an SBS 590 or 990, but we're going to have to get back to that one day when I have income. I thought that was going to be my one and done. I'm going back. I think I would recommend any person in the world. First and only handgun, Glock 19. Don't ask questions. You'll figure it out. Just trust and believe. You have one handgun, get a Glock 19. Absolutely. I love the 26 too. I think you'd be fine with the 26. I just think you'd be a little happier having the Glock 19. That's just my series. Corrupticut, banned Glocks, anything with a cruciform trigger. That's despicable. Let's see what did Hustlebone say. That's funny because I've been going away from short barrels completely, but I live in a rural. It's over 100 meters from my front door to the road. Yeah, in that situation. Yep. But I live in a suburban area, so it's like in and around structures and vehicles, And I've made it a mission to be like 500 yards. I'm good with short. I'm 12.5, 11.5. Like I know I can hit a body and a silhouette at 500 yards with just a freaking red dot. But if I had that type of land, absolutely. Give me like a 13.5 308, a 12.5 308, a 12.7 308 rifle with a suppressor. The other thing is I like running a suppressor. So with a shorter barrel like a 12.5 and a 5-inch suppressor, I'm at a 17-inch barrel. You know what I mean? So like that's one of the reasons why I think with the increase of suppressor usage, to make up for that. Now, if I wasn't going to run a suppressor, but like, let's say someone is over 100 meters away and you decide to engage with them. I don't know. And you're using a high caliber. Are you going to go grab Ear Pro? Like, it's not just like, yeah, I can deal with it, right? Like today we started a drill. I forgot I had my Ear Pro on. I'm like, oh, that's a little bit uncomfortable. Like it doesn't really like super bother me. But like if you're firing multiple rounds and then next thing you know, you got to talk to someone and they're like, yo, what's going on? And you're like, I don't hear you. I just hear ringing. Like to me, if you could use a suppressor always is a better situation. Fat Rooster, one of the OGs. I got to make you a moderator on this channel, brother. Good to see you, bro. I hope you get some good sleep. I'm going to be cutting it out soon, too. Please hit the like button. OG Bobby, what's happening? PSA 11.5 is it absolutely is. Today I was running my 11.5 that I built myself. Tack driver. I mean, I ran a 155 drill and I even had one dead center in the bullseye like this, running speed. We'll cover this real quick and then we'll call it a night. So I sent the video to Drew in Oregon about Focus Trip made a video about how this new Sons of Liberty Mark I is a scam. A lot of people are going to be pissed off at that, right? Because they invested almost $3,000 on a rifle. Okay, so for them to drop $3,000, which is more than I paid for my vehicle, I could see them being upset when someone tells them, like, you actually got scammed, right? But then I have a buddy and he has one, and I sent him the video. I'm like, what do you think of this? Oh, it's just for clicks. It's one of the best rifles. And I'm like, what makes it the best? And like, I have to say, the handguard on it, brilliant, awesome, detailed, valuable design. But a handguard for $3,000 when, like, is the barrel any different than a Griffin Armament barrel? The Griffin Armament has a built-in channel from the rail into the upper receiver, just like a Geisley, where it's like you're not going to get any shift on your rails unless you maybe run it over with a car or something. But I had that friend I did send it to, like, he made a video today about his Mark I, and he's changed out the bolt carrier, changed out the buffer spring, changed out the charging handle, changed out the trigger. And I'm like, bro, if I got to change all that on a $3,000 rifle, that does sound like a scam to me. Like, if you buy a Geisley Super Duty, you don't want to change the buffer. You don't want to change the trigger. You definitely don't want to change the bolt carrier group. And the barrel is a chrome-lined, cold hammer forged barrel. And the rail is anti-slip, anti-walk, anti-rotation. The Geisley Super Duty, for the money, dude, absolutely the best gun on the market. And I think someone would be absolutely foolish to choose the Sons of Liberty Mark I over a Geisley Super Duty. Absolutely bonkers out of my mind. Especially when, like, Focus Trip made the video on, like, you're not getting the same barrel and bolt carrier group that they are getting in the military contracts. You're getting, like, a civilian grade, pretty standard barrel and bolt. It's just a lot of money for a really cool rail handguard upper receiver connection. But I do think it's a cool design. I think the design is, if the money is not an issue, it's definitely like a rifle to own, considering like the times and its design. And whatever people say about Sons of Liberty, I still like Sons of Liberty as a company. It is an interesting video. If you haven't checked out the Sons of Liberty Mark I is a scam by Focus Trip, check out that video. You'll find it very interesting. Night Rooster, absolutely, brother. Great to see Fat Rooster in here. No matter the circumstances, I'm always gonna throw the AirPods in and blast some metal. I don't blame you either, dude. That is absolutely what I'm doing. Suppressor, no suppressor. Great minds think alike, hustle bones. Okay, I'm back. All I need is the one in the right ear, because that's the side the ejection port is. The rest, I prefer it in both ears if I'm unsuppressed. But if I'm suppressed, I only need one in one ear. And I don't really need it. It's cozy, so cozy. Where is my like this right here? Just this right here. If I put this in on my right ear on a suppressed gun, I can shoot all day, every day, forever. I can shoot. My Recce 5K is very quiet with nothing on. Super quiet. But yeah, focus drama farming, shocking. Yeah, but I actually think Focus, I'm going to tell you the truth. I actually value his reviews. And I had a big discussion with people like, there's a lot of people on YouTube who make reviews of products knowing like, okay, they want more of these products. They want a good relationship with the company. They're going to be very gentle if there's a negative. Like, I want someone who's like, this is the raw, uncut review, right? Like, I want it as, give me the brutally most harshest negatives you can of a product so that if I buy it, I willingly bought it knowing there's these massive negatives. I'm not surprised on them if they so happen to me. Yeah, absolutely. The Sons of Liberty Mark 1 looks freaking sick. But for almost $3,000, you're way better off buying a Geissele Super Duty. And to me, the Geissele Super Duty is still the best looking rifle on the market, considering like the DDC anodizing, the green one. If you can get the green one, shout out DLD After Dark has the what is it called? Grenade green or something. Yeah, I mean, I like the look of the Geissele because I like simplicity that is highly overdeveloped simplicity that you don't even realize how developed it is because of how like clean and perfect it looks. The one thing I'm not sold on, that I'm not a huge fan of, is the paint and coatings on. I don't know if I've seen an anodized version. It says they offer anodized versions, but like everything looks Cerakoted to me on the Sons of Liberty Mark 1. And I think too, if you're going to pay $3,000 for a rifle, like you want, I feel like, a highly sophisticated form of anodizing. And on the DDC coated Geissele, even the inside of the upper receiver is anodized. So like where your bolt slides is anodized. Like it's hard. Like honestly, the PSA Saber, if you were like, hey, I'll give you a Sons of Liberty Mark 1 or 2 PSA Sabers, I personally would take the 2 PSA Sabers. It's just me. There are bad people around us. Yeah, there are, man. Good advice, Scoop. Always situationally aware, always ready to engage in combat. OG Bobby, I'm going to bed too, brother. I'm going to call it a night because we're going to do a stream tomorrow. Keep an eye out between like 12 and 2. The thumbnail will probably be the same. It'll say part 4, or I'll probably change the thumbnail for tonight and make that Tim Harper part 3 because Tim Harper wasn't here tonight, even though I got to talk a lot about my day with him. Really appreciate and really appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you for just being a part of the conversation, being interested in how my life is going and things I like to share. Jesus Christ is King and Lord. He is the only good thing in this world that I've ever seen worth putting all your hope and faith into. And I pray everybody out there has strong faith, has great people around them, and is never hurt by all this evil in this world, and that you're covered by Jesus Christ. Just like in the Passover. May all this evil pass over us, and we end up in a better place someday. Other than that, guys, keep being nomad warriors, and we will catch you guys tomorrow early afternoon. Subscribe, like, all the stuff. Biggest thing, it's a free way to help the channel and support. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Nomad, over and out.
The remnant of nomads feel lost in a world they don't recognize, controlled by evil forces who seek to enslave them. They have trained and prepared for this very moment.